But really what I think it is it's just cycles repeating, which is where you have like pedophilia is usually cycle repeating. It was done to them as a kid, so then they do it to children, and like there's a lot of you so bringing in that awareness, because then you have to realize like where you have to stop repeating the cycle because you are repeating it, even if it's on a small scale. You could be repeating it on a big scale or a small scale, and it doesn't matter the scale, it sucks. When you realize where you have been playing into these traumatic things, it does not feel good. And then you also have to apologize, like to an extent, you should apologize for it. If you want to, like, that's like the forgiveness side of it. Like, that's true accountability, is it's not just because people think, well, I acknowledged it for myself, I don't need to acknowledge it publicly. It's like, well, no, once you acknowledge it publicly in a genuinely grounded, again, steps. So you want to acknowledge it publicly, but once you're from a more healed, grounded, kind of indifferent place where it's no longer guiding you. But if it's guiding your emotions and kind of adding ripples to your wave, your pool, then maybe don't speak on it publicly, because again, you're gonna put your foot in your mouth or like something crazy, and then but also to transmute that, sometimes those cataclysms happen for a bigger scheme of healing for the collective. Like, people are made examples out of sometimes. And it's not always a negative thing. It can suck to be the face of that example. But like, if you do what you're supposed to do, you then create big generational change in a culture. And that is where, like, celebrities and like their PR systems, it's not working anymore because you're sweeping things under the rug. And at this point, it's like, no, let me just be who you are. I can detach your art from who you are as a person, but it's also breaking these parasocial relationships, which is a part of propaganda, in the sense of people present themselves the way that they want to be seen, not the way that they are.
Yeah. So that first step, like write it down, journal it. I mean, one that's
Sorry,
huge.
did that all tie together?
No, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then
Okay.
like, because then like, because when you write stuff down, you have to admit things. You can't
Yeah.
journal about yourself without admitting things. I think that's why it gets to be pretty tough. But then beyond that, it's like, then do a birth chart from Sarah.
Yeah, okay. If you are in a place where you can accept criticism, that is when you should talk to me. That is kind of what I've learned. Is I think that there are people I've either personally assumed they were on a different step or level than they were because of how they present themselves, or maybe even they thought they could. And this is like when people get into these practices, again, that awareness of when people say that it's brutal, it's not brutal in this like horror movie kind of way. It's brutal in like emotional, like cognitive, mental suffering. That's kind of inexplainable, of like, why am I this distraught and tortured by a thought, an energetic frequency? And that is where you get into the more occult side of things with like demons or all of that. And like there's a lot of theories that demons are just names of energetic cognitive frequencies of your unconscious and subconscious mind, so they're representations of you. So again, your association with wrath, which would be a demon, that'd be Asmodeus, is demon of wrath and lust. Your manifestation of that is going to be your association with that, and how you like, and it's like how tedious that those demonic energies, how low they can go, essentially, because you won't realize where your ego is falling victim or being ruled by this demon lord, on like a such a subtle level.